Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to bring you a couple of cars that I've been working on. First of all, we have a drift car in at the moment that is just about to get mapped. It is an E92 M3 full-on drift car with an RB26 in it. Let's take a look around this car. RB26, it's got the Audi coils, aftermarket plenum. It's got a 6266 or a 6466 on it. Some cams, full drift spec. And the inside, pedal box, digital dash, big hydro, shifter, full cage. You're going to have to wait until next week's video to actually hear it go. We've got a few little mods to do before we hit the dyno hard. It's come here for running in, mapping and a full tune. So that will all happen next week. And let's go on and I'll show you a couple other cars that we've got in for Lawrence and Harley and Thomas. Let's go and have a look at their cars. Behind me we've got Lawrence's car. Check out the work we've been doing on this for you. So I'll start off. I've remade all of the intercooler pipe work, all this side, make sure it's nice and tight, no big silicons. It's had one of our wiring looms put in, new boot. I've moved the power steering reservoir from here to the back, which is something that we always do, makes it nice and neat. Redone all the injectors, fuel rail, and we're just doing the coil kit loom as well for the aftermarket coils down to the wiring loom. And then just around the other side, I've got to address the oil cooler line because it's unsafe to run them over the top like this. It should run kind of 90 degrees this way and down. Obviously this builds an immense amount of heat around here at the top of the turbo, so it's not ideal having a line, an oil feed line for the turbo over the top of it. I've pulled out the old heat shield and I'm going to make a nice little heat shield for it. So this car is coming along nicely. Brake booster line's been redone, so getting there. Mounted all the intercooler securely as well, and it's nice and parallel. Just put the bumper back on it and then this car can start going for mapping. So Lawrence, your car's making good progress. Who should we go and see now? Should we go and see Thomas's car? Let's do that one next. Thomas's car is making good progress as well. This is on an SRD turbo kit. It come from Ireland, this car. So the guy over in Ireland, Thomas and some others have built it, and it's come back here for just a tidy up really and some more mapping. So we've pulled all the inlet manifold off of it, and Mike's just finishing off the wiring loom to drop down there, then we can assemble it all. But we've done what have we done on it? We've done oil filter housing, has all had new seals, cleaned, vapor blasted, resealed the top of it as well, all new seals throughout, and put a Bosch combined sensor down there. It's had the correct power steering pump fitted. It's had the bypass hose fitted. Say the wiring loom's just being done now. I've got to make a bracket for the dipstick because this is all wobbly at the moment. We've also mounted up all the fuel pressure regulator, sorted out the leak on the power steering reservoir, new carbon shroud for the fan shroud, new radiator because it was leaking through one of the cores, re-put one of our Mac valve holders as well for boost control and plumb that all correctly. So yeah, this is making good progress on a big turbo, big Borg-Warner 369, so it should do some really good power. car that's come into us as well. This is another SRD turbo kit, but this car's going to be awesome. He's done an awesome job so far, so we'll continue making this car an absolute weapon. I say all the bumpers off at the moment because I've got to make the intercooler pipe work to go up and to the intake kit and the downpipe as well. It's got one of our SRD under trays, and you can see obviously once that's all bolted up just how sturdy the front of the car is. When you're doing like 170, 180 miles an hour, you need one of these trays because it secures all the bottom of the bumper as well, stops the bumper from kind of folding in. I won't show you too much about this. I will show you this car when it's pretty much finished. Maybe do some time-lapses of doing some fabrication work and showing you where the correct routing should go for intercooler pipe work. Anyway, that is Harley's car at the moment. I'm just going to show you one more. Andy, this is your car. Hope you enjoy it. Look forward to you picking it up next week. But check it out. It's had all the SRD works. Let's go for it. So it's got an SRD turbo kit, downpipe, mid pipe, carbon covers, our branding. Everything's been reconditioned like brand spanking new, and it made close to 700 horsepower on the dyno, and he actually only wanted 600, so we gave him another 100 horsepower more. But yeah, it's had the full works, very clean looking engine bay, like an OEM plus. Yeah, very happy how this one's turned out, and I can't wait for him to come and pick it up. So guys, thanks for watching, and this should be released Sunday, and by then we should have Jamie from Officially Gas's video up, and who can show you what power and torque that car made, because it made a lot. So head over to the Officially Gas channel and you can see Jamie's Mark V being dynoed and mapped and the final figures on that one. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.